complete the sentence? Yes? Yes? How many of you are good listeners? Raise your hands. Again, not even 50%. So understand हमें कब बोलना है. So we have to be good listener for good communication. उसको बात खत्म करने दो. Nowadays, people have started paying to have good listeners, and they are not counselors. आजकल काउंसलर क्यों चाहिए? क्योंकि माँ बाप भी अपने बच्चों को सुनने के लिए राजी नहीं होते. They don't have time. Busy mobiles. बच्चों के पास टाइम नहीं है माँ बाप को सुनने के लिए. They have mobiles. We are not good listeners. We don't allow the other person to complete a sentence. Please understand, for good communication, we have to become good listeners. The next one. How many of you family में अगर आपके joint family में 20 members हैं आपके 20 birthdays याद है? How many of you? Very good. That's called a good memory. That's called a good sign of a communication. जब आप उनको wish करते हो, they feel very good about it, right? Yes. आजकल status पे डालते हैं ना, क्योंकि FB में दिखाता है कि इसका birthday है, Insta में दिखाता है इसका birthday है, and you start doing that. But what is your memory? In our time, we never used to have mobile phones. We used to remember 500 phone numbers at one go. We had a memory. हमारी memory बहुत ज़्यादा sharp होती थी. You people have mobiles. Everything is stored. Dates, time, everything. Phone numbers. How many of you know the phone number of your real sibling? Phone number of your real sibling. Really? What's the number of your sibling? 735. Very good. बहुत कम लोग हैं. I am doing a lecture. I don't know what is the phone number of my son. Sorry. I only know the number of my husband. So आपको समझ आना चाहिए कि memory weak होती जा रही है because we are aging, right? Yeah. Come on, next one. Where are you? 7. I avoid arguments at all costs. किसी की लड़ाई चल रही है हम उसमें कूद पड़े. I am not ready to hear you. मेरा फेवरेट सलमान खान है, वो हो ही नहीं सकता. खत्म बात. मेरा तो ये है. I start off. I want to be in the argument always. ये हम लोग argument में क्यों पड़ते हैं? Why do we involve ourselves into an argument? Come on, everyone. Anyone can raise the hand and answer. Why you want to put yourself into an argument? Why can't we shut it down? Because you want to show people. Satisfy our ego. First, to satisfy our ego. Very good. And the second reason is. अरे मैं भी हूँ रूम में, मुझे भी पता है ये टॉपिक के बारे में. FOMO. Attention seeker. FOMO. Feeling of. FOMO क्या है? Left out feeling. कि मुझे कोई नजरअंदाज ना करते. 5 हमको बोला गया बोलो, पर हम बोलो we feel कि हमने नहीं बोला तो लोग हमें नहीं देखेंगे. To gain the attention of the people, we do this thing. We put ourselves into nonsense arguments, right? Yes or no? रणवीर आलावादिया उसने इतना नहीं कमाया होगा जितना influencers ने उसमें कमा लिया. Everyone to show that we know who is he, right? They are not interested in the topic. What is going on? Next comes. Yes, the next one. If not criticize, I begin with a positive statement or praise. Your teacher enters or your friend enters, wow, you're looking so good. A positive thought, a positive comment, and you're due for the whole day. He's smiling the whole day. And उसका दिन बहुत अच्छा जाता है. कितने लोग इसमें believe करते हैं? How many of you? Great. Please keep yourself positive. World is too small and karmas are great. What goes comes around. Believe in your karmas. If you are good to everyone, everyone is bound to be good for you. Not today, not in the near future, but yes, in the future. Next. Yes. I will state point of agreement wherever there may be conflict. मैं conflict solution देता हूँ. How many of you? आप दो friends में झगड़ा और लगा. इतना झगड़ा करता हूँ कि दोनों separate हो जाए. How many of you do this? You do this? You do this? बाकी भी मेरे साथ करते हैं. The world is of all give and take. So this is karma. What goes around comes around. Right? The next one. Same pace. That means अगर मुझे कोई अच्छे से greet करता है, I do the same. Do we? Do we? Or we just take it because it is coming my way? No? Okay, fine. The next one. I don't put myself above others. कितने लोग अपने आप को सुप्रीम अथॉरिटी बताने की कोशिश करते हैं? कौन सा मोदी बनता है वहाँ पे? क्या? Who all try to show that I am there? मेरे बिना काम नहीं चलने वाला. ये डेट्स वाले लोग होते हैं. They are called street smart. They are very good, but at times they need to be overshadowed. They should be behaving in a limit. Otherwise, आपके ऊपर भी बहुत मोदी बैठे हुए हैं. Understood? Come on, the next one. I'm trying to produce the answer I need. That means आपको सीधा क्वेश्चन करने आता है. Do you fear questioning others? Last bench. Do you fear questioning others? अगर आपको कोई डाउट से टीचर कुछ पढ़ा रही है और आपको समझ में नहीं आता, आप लास्ट 3 बेंच. Do you get your solution? लास्ट 3 बेंच आप ही हो नहीं है. लास्ट बेंच आप हो ना. So what's the question? If you have any doubts, do you ask your doubts or जाने दो अगले टॉपिक पे चलेंगे? Do you get the solution from the teacher? Yes. That means you are good in communication. That is what I wanted to say. The next one is who is speaking? I must question and make request instead of giving orders. Yes? Do we do so? Yes, it's a just a checklist. I organize my thoughts before I speak. सोचो बोलने से पहले. Do we do that? Many of us don't do that. We just go on speaking, and हमें समझ में नहीं आता उसका consequence क्या होता है. Right? Whether the information is right and whether it is sensitive enough not to hurt anyone. Do you realize that while speaking? कि हम किसी के sentiments को hurt नहीं कर रहे हैं. क्या? The next one is I always try to use terms that are familiar to the listener. अगर listener आपको कितने हिंदी language में I communicate in Hindi. I don't try to show off that I know any other language also. I have to be reasonably on that platform where he is standing to catch the bus. Yeah. The next is I always be as specific as possible when I speak. Means talking up to the point, up to the mark. घुमा फिरा के बात नहीं करती. We need to find a solution to a problem, so we have to be on board for it. Yes? Yeah? No. Someone is saying no. I realize that communication is most accurate when it is kept simple. Without any ifs and buts. अगर ऐसा होता तो मैं ऐसा करता. मैंने ऐसा नहीं किया मुझे ऐसा नहीं हुआ था. There should be no clauses in your communication. It has to be simple. मैं कल नहीं आ पाया क्योंकि मैं सो गया था. आपका बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रेंड का बर्थडे था और आप नहीं जा पाए. बहाने देने के अलावा आप एक ही काम बोल सकते हो बिकॉज आई सेड. उसको बुरा लगेगा वो मोमेंट पे बट एट द एंड ही विल बी फाइन विद इट. डोंट गो हेयरवायर. zigzag क्रॉसवर्ड मत खेलो अपने साथ. ओके. द नेक्स्ट वन इज I realize that communication. Okay, I am aware of the gestures and phrases I use. What are gestures? खाली hand gestures होते हैं. Then all parts of your body speak. What are you doing? How you're standing? How you're sitting? Where are your hands? Where are your shoulders? How erect you are sitting in the class? How attentive you are? It shows that. Body language plays a very important role when you are doing so. So you have to pay attention on your body language when you need to have very good communication. Right? The next one says, I am aware, okay, I realize people do things for their reason and not mine. Everyone satisfies their own egos. Right? I do what pleases me, not pleases others. But sometimes I need to be selfless. Right? I need to do something that puts a smile on the face of others. जो किसी और को खुशी देने से मिलती है वो खुद की खुशी में अपनी नहीं. So be available to everyone even at any point of time if you can. And trust me, this is the best way of communication. Tomorrow when you need them, they'll be there for you. You are just creating your people around you. It's the way you communicate. The next one says, I always try to act naturally, admit my mistakes, and show my sincerity through my actions. कितने इसमें believe करते हैं? How many of you believe in this and follow this rule? Very, very less. It's the 20th one. I always try to act naturally, admit my mistakes, and show my sincerity through my actions. पहले तो अपनी मिस्टेक हम ओन ही नहीं करते मैम मेरी वजह से नहीं हुआ इसकी वजह से हुआ चाहे आप मस्ती नहीं करते हो व्हाट यू आर डूइंग यू आर क्रिएटिंग अ रिफ्ट बिटवीन यू एंड योर फ्रेंड सो दिस शुड नॉट बी द केस I will review this material. This has to come to you. You can ask your ma'am to share this checklist and see how you grow on this checklist. Once you are 10 on 10 in this checklist, you are through in communication. These are the basic rules that are required for communication. Am I understood? I went a bit fast because ma'am was in 40 minutes delay. I have a habit to conduct 2-hour lectures.
No, yeah. I would like to ask the students whether you want this session to continue for half an hour more. If interested, we can continue.
यहाँ से 9 आ गए हैं मैम
कहाँ से लोग आ गए? Right? Shall we end here? See, how many of you all do not want this session to end and continue till 5 o'clock? It's 4:40. We can have it till 5 o'clock and then you can continue for your next sessions.
And please, who doesn't want, please can leave the class.
If you have any other lecture going on, you can leave the class. The rest of you all can stay. 2 minutes. Those who want to go out can leave.
Fast.
No compulsion.
Yes.
Or talking. Listen, students, before leaving the campus, you are not going to go outside. No one is going to be allowed to go outside. You can sit with the teacher only.
Yes. Something to read to this boy. He will remember and pass on to him, to her, and she will speak up what she heard. Okay, let us see what comes out. And I want everyone to be super supportive while doing this game. Okay, yeah. I was teaching the village. There was so nice to play forward. You understand now the क्या हुआ? Okay. So who was the sender of the message? Only he was the sender of the message. अगर ये sender था, तो receiver कौन था? फिर उसके बाद receiver कौन था? Sender कौन था? उसके बाद and the final one was the receiver, right? She was a receiver. क्या? अभी यहाँ पे communication gap आया? Was this communication? I communicated to him. He communicated to him. He communicated to she, and she gave the final answer. This is the problem that arise यहीं से आ गई थी. मैंने 3 sentences दिए थे because ये क्यों हुआ? Sender ने message बराबर दिया. The person who wanted to communicate communicated properly. What happened here?
Did not memorize the non-verbal.
Huh?
Did not memorize.
He did not memorize and he was not a perfect channel of communication. Communication stands worthy when the channel of communication is perfect. So whenever you are communicating anything, thank you everyone who put it away. Whenever you are communicating anything, it has to be with the right channel of communication. Yes? Do you agree? Yes? अगर वो channel of communication सही नहीं है, तो आपका message interpret बराबर से नहीं होगा.
समझेगा नहीं.
It will not be understood by anyone. So this is everything, and communication is also based on your personality, how you look, how you carry yourself. If you're dressed properly and your attitude is good, your body language is good, 50% of the battle is won. This all you will need when you are going for an interview in the future. When you enter the room, the first impact you create is with your dressing and your personality. How many of you go to gym to build a good personality? Seeing the shoulders, I would find anyone. Yeah, we don't invest time on our own self, right? Am I right? Am I right? Yes, how many of you go to gym? You exercise, come on. It can be walk, anything. Not even 50%. So now from today onwards, you know the basic thing to communicate is your body language too. The rest you went. It is not only a language barrier. Language barrier भी ठीक हो सकता है. आपकी personality अच्छी है तो हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हो. But if I can interview you entering my room with a sugar, with not so looking good, great clothes on you, and not a body language which is appealing, I will not entertain you. Within 2 minutes, I will say you find you. Yes, it's a fake world. जो दिखता है वो दिखता है और एक बार दिख जाओगे तो दिख भी जाओगे. पहले दिखो तो सही. To believe in this, for that, you need to have a strong grip on your communication skills, which I advise you to work on any meeting habits internet karo. We all get newspapers. I know you don't have time, but at least one topic of your own interest. At least one topic. Stand in front of the mirror and read it loudly, as if you are addressing to the public. See how the fear goes away. Take a chance every time you get the stage. क्या होगा तुम्हारे क्लास वाले ही सुन रहे हैं, ज्यादा से ज्यादा हंस देंगे. Don't bother. This should not bother your growth. So tomorrow when you're working, you will be among 100 to 200 people, maybe 1,000 to 2,000 also if you're working in a multinational company also. So please understand the need of the hour. आजकल street smart बच्चे ही बिकते हैं market में. Grades do matter, but how smart you are matters the most. And for that, you need to have very good communication skills. I hope the lecture was useful to everyone. Yeah? Thanks, everyone.
Yes, any queries, any feedbacks from your end, dear students? Any inhibitions which you are having right now, you want ma'am to guide you into it? Anyone? How many of you all are willing to give the NDA exam and crack the NDA exam? With this confidence, do you think that you can go ahead? क्या आपको लगता है एक सवाल नहीं पूछ सकते कहाँ हो आप Just raising your hand will not do. You have any queries? You have any doubts, any inhibitions in your mind? You can go ahead.
Yes.
And मन में तो बहुत ideas या माइंड में बहुत आइडियाज या थॉट्स होते जो हमें बोलने होते पर इमीडिएटली बोल नहीं पाते.
Have you heard about mind mapping?
Yes, ma'am.
Mind mapping क्या होती है? Whenever you have any queries or inhibitions or any ideas to share with anyone, make a mind map. Pointers बनाओ. हम एग्जाम में कैसे pointers बनाते करते हैं? तो वो pointers से 10 पॉइंट में से कम दो याद रहेंगे. मैं दो क्वेरी सॉल्व करने के लायक बनूंगा. Yes or no? So it's called mind mapping. When I come for a lecture, मैं डिजाइन करके अभी मैं lecture कैसे लूँगी? पर lecture वो हिसाब से नहीं करता. कि दो मिनट लोग क्यों सामने कुछ लोग कभी क्या क्वेश्चन पूछ लो. So I should be room ready. I should be ready to answer anything, any query. और बाकी फ्लो के साथ जाओ. यदि आप 10 क्वेश्चन पूछने जा रहे हो, आपको 3 ही पूछने पर 5 ही पूछे. So यस, है ना? रोज फिगर जो मैं पूछूंगा तो मैं आधे भूल जाऊंगी. आधे याद भी तो है. Don't see the glass half empty, see it half filled. Look at the positive side that you have the guts to ask questions. And after these questions, to put your best.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Thank you.
Yes.
While delivering a speech, I get a problem that I don't get appropriate words or I am not able to frame proper sentences.
Because when you are speaking, you try to formulate the next sentence.
Yes.
Yes. Stay there where you are. Stay there. Go with the flow. नहीं आ रहा है ना, रुक जाओ. Pause it. Pause yourself. It's okay. Then start the next. पर जब आप बात कर रहे हो, stay in the moment. Speak what you are speaking. Don't from next sentence में जो क्या बोलना है. Go with the flow. Am I clear? जब तक ये डर निकालोगे एकदम सही जाए. The fear will be all gone. Practice this. Okay. And read more so that you have enough content to keep the public in touch. Okay. Next. Yes.
At some instance, I can write everything which I am knowing, but I cannot express it.
You can write. That means you are good in written communication, not in oral.
Something that, if I am knowing any formula or something, I can write it means without seeing us I can write it. But while saying to anyone or telling someone, it gets given someone.
Start reading practice. The more you read, the more you will be verbal. ऐसा होता है, हम written communication में बहुत अच्छे होते हैं, oral communication में अच्छे नहीं होते. That's because we have a habit of writing and we are writing. We don't have the habit of speaking. This we need to start doing. That comes with reading, creating more content. Okay. Next. Anything else? No, girls. Girls.
Are the girls active enough? Ma'am, as I said that we are having our counseling team also. And our counselors are very hardworking. They are behind these students who are almost hardly 3 to 4 years elder to them.
Okay.
But they try to manage them. So it is a tough task for them to manage these kids. Any questions from your side?
Don't have the language barrier. You can talk Hindi also.
One and again. Push. Aja. One of the.
Understood? So your team should be strong enough to handle this. So step by step, mind mapping याद रखिए. Okay?
Any other
Have,
questions?
teach them mind mapping in your sessions. Mind mapping is very essential, whether it is subjects or whether it is communication. They need to have a mind mapping.
Subject mind maps,
हाँ, हाँ,
but for English communication,
yeah.
we would require one more session. Anyone? Any last word?
Please get it now.
Yeah. She's a
इतना
counselor.
जल्दी मत उठो, उठो. Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Priti. I'm working here as a counselor. Actually, my main problem is that earlier I was working, and after 10 years of gap, my career is failure, and I'm joining here. Earlier I was actually a management student. Earlier I was very confident, but due to some household roles. Right now, I have very much fear. I can't concentrate. Earlier I was face 500 people, but right now I'm not able to face not 15 people.
Ma'am, you have heard about 5 years?
I don't know what is the name of call. I really don't know that. I'm asking you.
Take a session of 15 minutes in a week's time and if I'm in your place, पहले सेशन में 5 बच्चे बिठाओ, दूसरे सेशन में 10, then 20, then 40. See the change in your personality. You will find more confident while speaking and examining them all.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, one else. She's creating an RSC. So what difficulties do you
But now I don't think that level of difficulty, but initially I used to get when I was not able to talk in front of the class.
Start of the class, she's
these kids, she's handling all of them together. So the difficulties which you face handling them all.
All of them, I need to be at their age. I can't be their teacher. I try to be at their age and then I try to handle them. So I'm able to handle them now.
Yes, this session was fruitful for your lots of learnings from this session. And on behalf of ADCI, again, Preeti ma'am, with all my staff and students, thank you very much for taking out the time and coming here and delivering the lecture. And hope all the learnings from this lectures will be utilized by you all in your practical life as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Now you have your can be seated. You can stand here, you can have